Dobro jutro,
Dobro jutro.
which is good morning in Bulgaria.
And it is, as you can see, a good morning.
Beautiful, beautiful here today.
Shh. That's what Bulgaria sounds like.
Yes.
And also we need to keep it down a bit.
Leslie might not have got over a hangover yet.
Oh, it's only been 4 days.
One of our friends celebrated their birthday this week, and
Yep.
I think they had quite a good time looking at the videos and the posts.
Absolutely. And why not? So, what have we done this week?
Well, with better weather, we've managed to get more outside work done, which has basically been tidying up, really. Not being out here for the last 2 or 3 weeks much just meant we had to go around picking up dead fall from the trees.
And cut some more down.
And cut some more down, yeah. We've had a couple of windless days, which meant Adam could get the last of the trees down that he wanted to.
So the trees are down, the wood's in the barn. It just needs cutting, chopping, stacking and leaving.
And hopefully we may buy some wood in this year, but I think we've cut down everything we're going to cut down for this year.
Yeah.
We want to see what happens when it comes into leaf, really, because we can't
Absolutely.
really remember from last September what it was like before.
Oh, and we Lynn's planted some trees.
Yes, we've got 2 peach trees which I've planted in our top field, ready for this year.
Yeah. See how they go. They won't give us peaches this year, but they'll get bedded in and settled, and
Yeah, and we definitely plan to plant as many trees as we can, and certainly try and equal the amount we're taking down.
fingers crossed. Yes, this week I had a chat with our next door neighbour Gucho or Gaucho or...
Yes, we're still not totally sure of his name, but we're going to get there.
I did try and find out, but he wouldn't tell me. But we had a brief but interesting conversation with the help of Google.
Yes, and he brought us a bottle of his homemade wine.
Yes, which is very
which
nice.
was lovely.
Yes. So I will return the compliment. He might have some mead. He might have give him some gin. He might like that.
Slow gin.
Well, we'll see. I don't know him that well. But yeah, he asked about the van. He asked about cutting down the trees. He asked about everything good, and then he said goodbye. So,
He did. Yeah.
so yes, I've made contact with the neighbours. Yes, this week I got round to actually putting the beer that I brewed 2 weeks ago into the keg, and here's a quick video showing you how I did it. It's been 2 weeks since I brewed my beer. It's now time to put it into a keg. You need to add sugar to allow a second fermentation. This time you're not after alcohol, you're after the CO2 to carbonate the beer. I find it easiest to dissolve the sugar in warm water and add that to the keg before I add the beer. Here is the keg that I'm going to put the beer into. It's already been sanitised to avoid infection in the beer. It's ready for me to add the sugared water and then the beer. I now need to transfer the beer from the fermenter into the keg. I do this with the aid of an auto siphon. It only takes a few pumps on the auto siphon to start the beer siphoning from the fermenting bucket down into the keg. It's important not to splash the beer because this can oxidise it, which gives you off flavours, and we want the best beer we can get. Here you can see the beer being transferred from the fermenter into the keg, but it's quite satisfying knowing that in a couple of weeks' time you'll have drinkable beer straight from the keg. Now that the beer is in the keg, we put the lid back on, ensuring it's a tight seal. This will allow the pressure to build as the CO2 is produced, and that will carbonate the beer. It now gets left in a warm place for a couple of weeks, and then it'll be ready to drink. Yes, what else have we done this week? We've done the usual shop run, post run, bits around the town. Oh, we went and saw the stadium. Macaria Pasco has a stadium.
It does. And here's a few pictures of it.
Yes, it seems to be a football pitch or a sports field with a stand.
Yeah.
But the view's quite good from the top, so...
Yeah, Adam decided it would be great for you'd be able to see the whole pitch and the whole match if they played football there, so he's going to look out to see if they do.
You never know, they must use it for something, apart from the tyre tracks across the middle of the pitch, which somebody had obviously gone joyriding. But
It wasn't too bad.
no.
I've seen worse pitches in England.
I've played on worse pitches in England.
Plans for next week? We've
Next
got a new
week
machine arriving
we have,
sometime. We're not sure when. We've
hopefully.
ordered it. It should be here.
Yeah.
Couldn't get over my trees. I ordered my trees off somebody, a private seller. Ordered them on the Thursday. They arrived here Wednesday. No,
That's quite incredible, really.
other way around. Ordered them on the Wednesday, and they arrived here on the Thursday.
Yes.
Which was incredibly quick, really.
Well, the same with the curing sort. That was a private seller, and it arrived the next day.
Yeah, using the econ service.
It seems the private sellers are quicker than the businesses.
We need to try and work out a way to give clear directions to the econ drivers when they arrive, because they always ring from the centre of the village, but we don't know which way they're facing.
And we also don't know the Bulgarian for the directions we need to give them.
No. So we're going to try and work out a way to do that, rather than just say never spirem to them all the time, which is I don't understand.
Or me standing go, Len! Len!
But they do find us.
Eventually.
And every delivery we've had so far has turned up, hasn't it?
It has.
So yeah, it's not going too badly.
No.
I decided maybe a map of the village, a picture.
That would probably help, yes.
Yeah.
So once again, that's it from us this week.
Yep, we've done a little bit more, but nothing too exciting. It's just been tidying up, really.
But it has been nice to get outdoors.
It has. And
enjoy this weather.
which is beautiful today.
Not bad for the end of February.
So just say Doskoro
Doskoro.
and see you next time.
We certainly will. Take
Bye.
care. Bye. Oh,
I've got to keep looking at the camera.
well, you can't just wander off into the distance.
Okay, I can't see, but never mind.
Well, it's there. There we
Okay.
go. There's an outtake for you.
Maybe. So when will that be ready?
Couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks.
Jolly good.
Couple of weeks. I don't know what I was going to say then.